Hello, I'm Chris Demmons, social media editor of the Sandbox News, and I am proud for Banned Books Week today to read to you from the absolutely true diary of a part-time Indian by Sherman Alexie. Mr. Alexie's young adult work has dominated the banned books list for the last 10 years. Most recently, it was banned in Idaho for anti-family language it was anti-family and language. And I will go ahead and read to you. Gordy taught me how to study. Best of all, he taught me how to read. Listen, he said one afternoon in the library, you have to read a book 3 times before you know it. The first time you read it for the story, the plot, the movement from scene to scene that gives the book its momentum, its rhythm. It's like riding a raft down a river. You're just paying attention to the currents. Do you understand that? Not at all, I said. Yes, you do, he said. Okay, I do. I really didn't, but Gordy believed in me. He wouldn't give up. The second time you read a book, you read it for its history, for its knowledge of history. You think about the meaning of each word and where that word came from. I mean, you read a novel that has the word spam in it, and you know where the word comes from, right? Spam is junk email, I said. Yes, that's what it is, but who invented the word? Who first used it? And how has the meaning of the word changed since it was used? I don't know, I said. Well, you have to look all that up. And if you don't treat each word that seriously, then you're not treating the novel seriously. I thought about my sister in Montana. Maybe romance novels were absolutely serious business. My sister currently thought they were. I suddenly understood that if every moment of a book should be taken seriously, then every moment of a life should be taken seriously as well. I draw cartoons, I said. What's your point? Gordy asked. I take them seriously. I use them to understand the world. I use them to make fun of the world, to make fun of people, and sometimes I draw people because they're my friends and family, and I want to honor them. So you take your cartoons as seriously as you take books. Yeah, I do. That's kind of pathetic, isn't it? No, not at all, Gordy said. If you're good at it and you love it and it helps you navigate the river of the world, then it can't be wrong. Wow, this dude was a poet. My cartoons weren't just good for giggles, they were also good for poetry. Funny poetry, but poetry nonetheless. It was seriously funny stuff. But don't take anything too seriously either, Gordy said. The little dork could read minds too. He was like some kind of Star Wars alien creature with invisible tentacles that sucked the thoughts out of your brain. You read a book for the story for each of its words, Gordy said, and you draw cartoons for the story for each of the words and images. And yeah, you need to take that seriously, but you should also read and draw because really good books and cartoons give you a boner.